na so opedian
openima
nima bay
o se wo openima
openima
yes
mama
osumi ni bi openima
ti mama nhwe se openima no hwe emsa brofo ne kura nka ya de kro
December na wa se we mpo se wu because pon ne yekese nima ne yeketoa inti opeketoa e December
na December December
na me de so wa hwe na me zo obi hu
o de suma hwe sese
na say o se wo
obi na obi aye edam na twa konkro na kasa nso wonua enhwe
wa anye twi wo school
me ye twi wo secondary school yes
and the least you should know abosome ni edin aye
at least e so pe me salary ne ba me timi se
anyways the first statement about Toja enra nwumre
yeah anajo
no I think me share Facebook na Felix Postino somewhere around there 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. more baby into new appointments to the presidency. President John Dramani Mahama has made key appointments to the office of the president aimed at strengthening governance and enhancing operational efficiency. The new appointment reflects the president's commitment to effective leadership and responsive administration. Into Mrs. Joyce Bawa Mokhtari, or a presidential advisor and special aide to the president. They don't know better.
Oh, say now, I think the presidential advisor not made them, but Abraham no a special aide to the president.
Former president.
No a special aide at the man. And we say penny say ni boy ekutrim. Yes, and baby odini nua ba no ateno critical. Critical because say baby a waba bedrum pempen so wo mu sese no unyan krofo betimi di no kredi a kire omo hunu se ne nemamu etie enye wona because say the ope edi say be ope baby ashenti because somebody like Bawa Mokhtari ehia so e pap mampani Mahama Achew asana onya baby ashe so I believe say the same position ya wonye ya ade a ni nua so de man say be ono akasa so de beboa no because John Mahama aside so ye japade de mo man Ghana no o say japade de man abusuya so edin papa bi obenye bi e ka man Ghana bi ka na abusuya ne so I believe George Bawa be the gatekeeper to ensure say ni nua na mamu na oba bebu no sin tonic chewye na be kototen sero mankasa su no ma hyehye no o tie fie futuo o tie bonten futuo woni ni nua ne namfo ona nante ache etuonim namfo obetimi akonamfo ajo ko tie nkomo so ekoso abonten se so ye pen na se wambe wasum bebra na na opem so kan so se be dia hanam tie ne so pane kura to form okageti amete e nipa and me moate
be ma us information
yes
very well in the main time mo share with YouTube say ye stream no ethical kakra but we are back live ye streaming ubetimi join yes mo bebre some of the better stream na ethical please join us again me hu bibia wo hwe yen fi na yemfa wudi no entudwa in Mrs. Joyce Bawa Mokhtari, presidential advisor, special aide to the president, and a Stanislav Dogbe in team Finfidi and Osei Dogbe, or a deputy chief of staff operations.
Yes.
And Nana Oye Bampo Ado, deputy chief of staff administration.
Okay.
And Seth Emmanuel Tepe, presidential advisor on the economy. Professor Francis Dodu, presidential advisor, National Anti-Corruption Program. Larry Bevlolate, special envoy to the Alliance of Sahelian States. In this alliance, there are 3 countries.
Okay.
Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. When they opted out of Ekos, and forming alliance. Recently, story people say Togo is considering joining them.
Okay.
Strategically, unim say South three countries in a landlocked states in the Epon Faho. In the Omunia, a strategic partner on no coast. There's a Epo now Omwetimi Omonioma Afaho. And the Togo is considering joining them. That's a Lomé port, no? About that port to save alliance, which also in turn would rake in some revenue because I had a Ghana yes we had in kakra or Mali for any way for no money be free and the Togo wants to become that strategic partner for them. No more joining us as Sahelian alliance, no, you know. Now Ometimia used to Togo port. And I think it strategy yes sir, because of that new order. Say a president in Subenya, a special envoy to deal because these are 3 countries. I mind you, say already imported tomatoes be brave from Burkina Faso. In the war strategic idea, and now unim say fuel be brave, cars never be free bust. Yes,
the move
be free bust. The move had a There is conversation around the fact say, there is another yard they will pay.
Sure.
It yakayama monfa woba cars netra hwa into bus yard na ho functional. Be wo hwa at least unso mo be fa ye kwan so mo say ye kwan no. Ta ko mo fa free bupe ekwa na ama na ye
aye short kakra.
Because I wish only bus for the command they will tell you say in the sub region no some market nenkwa export of some fuel products across the sub region no millions of dollars millions of dollars the market near into once you position yourself well. Utimi enyasa free
more especially when you are having 4 countries coming together now.
Yes. In utimi free foreign exchange at the bar I think the choice of a special envoy to the Alliance of Sahelian States very strategic. We hope say we can leverage.
And a former military officer also na echo.
He would understand or more kasa. And let's see how best we can make the best out of this one. Nanaya Jantwa, a presidential staffer.
Okay. The former CPP General Secretary.
Former CPP General Secretary. Former director in charge of corporate affairs, PULC. A former staff of Free Zones Authority. And a former staff of GIPC. A lot of experience under her belt. I mean, she served under the Rawlings administration.
In fact, the Fourth Republic in India was every president
under every president. From Rawlings to Kufuor to Mills Mahama and Osei back to Mahama. You know, this time as a presidential staffer, I have a little bit of reservations about that. But of course, that's the president's prerogative. But I thought. With the level of experience I have and the standing a former general secretary of a political party, just maybe
an upper position. So maybe let's say as a presidential staffer, there are no most here now the chief of staff and the dictator who pays them out. The kind of office I have called. So maybe
the president can also assign you
to a specific role.
Duty,
I think with a duty, with a CV, she might be able to fit into. Some of my near face maybe she might even be offering some advice to the chief of staff, to the chief executive officer. Point to
in the Beatrice Annan field on also presidential staff.
Esquire.
Yes. Shamima Muslim, a deputy presidential spokesperson.
Okay.
Deputy presidential sponsor.
For now, we only know of an acting spokesperson to the president.
Yes. And the deputy. The acting spokesperson has been made Minister of State. In charge of government communications.
Yes.
And the question is that would the president then appoint a substantive presidential spokesperson?
Where Shamima will be serving. Shamima boss now.
Yes. And that's one question. And now say maybe Felix would combine the role of government communications and presidential spokesperson. Let's see how it goes. But whatever the case may be, Shamima Muslim is in there as deputy presidential spokesperson. Professor Kweku Danso Boafo, a cabinet secretary. Yes. In the time president named secretary to the president, Nabi Brene Busase, who would then be the cabinet secretary. And when he said Professor Kweku Danso Boafo, now chairman for the manifesto committee of the NDC. Yes, and he's put in the work for this one. And we also another list Ebabe Toja. This time, regional ministers the aka unim say aka be me nsa bi omo de MI into me nsa no ene aba Upper West region Puzwing Charles Luanga
Charles Luanga. Ora Charles Luanga.
Kuzwing Charles Luanga.
Upper West.
No, original executive ana.
Minimo de.
Kuzwing Charles Luanga. He didn't hear though. He didn't hear that. And a Bono region, Joseph Adey Akwaboa.
Akwaboa, yeah.
Yes. Bono East, Francis Owusu Entry. And that's the regional minister nominees for the 3 regions and Akano. Then Waba, the ministers of state, final batch.
Okay. So and then a final day.
And then a final.
Okay.
And then a final for cabinet ministers. Well, mind you, so only deputy ministers.
Sure.
And Ministry of Defense, as many expected, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama.
I'm on for expecting so we call Ministry of Defense.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Defense or Interior, Emubako.
Dr. Edward Omane Boama.
Yes, Dr. Edward Omane Boama.
Former Director of Elections and
IT for the NDC. Mind you, so no free Eastern region.
Yeah.
Because in all of this conversation, regional balance
is a play key role.
By the time we go through list now, we should know, say, every region is represented.
Yeah.
Every region on cabinet. Well, cabinet, constitution, say, not less than 10 and not more than 19.
And there were 16 regions.
Yes, 16.
So it means that you have no excuse now to feature
region
all region be
good. Into defense, Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations. And also from the Greater Accra region, Samuel Nate George, MP Ningo Pram Pram.
Yeah.
And again, for Sam George, it was expected. I mean,
yeah.
Even though on the Communications Committee in Parliament, not a deputy ranking member, but I think he virtually was the face of the minority on that committee. And it was a minority, they make a statement beyond communications. It is always him. It was really a no-brainer. Say on one Ebeko communications. Congratulations to Sam George, elder of Perez Chapel. Yeah. A sponsor of the anti-LG proper values bill, proper family values bill.
Okay. You're gonna for be friend anti-LGBTQ bill. No? Yeah.
Sam George, why you
so I'm a cabinet minister.
Yeah, cabinet minister. Yeah. That is if the president adds communication to cabinet.
Cabinet, yeah.
Because mind you again, cabinet, automatic ministries,
yeah.
Finance
and the
Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
Okay.
More president the best say okay.
Depend on his vision.
Me person cabinet. Yes, who education minister?
Cabinet. Is in the because maybe we have become so aligned to certain ideas. Say, be education minister there. Automatic also a cabinet minister. Maybe I'm a president. Me fear na di many and education me priority.
Yeah.
It's the idea be a priority job creation.
Yes.
So job creation maybe I would take youth employment Ministry of Youth
Education must ultimately create jobs.
And I'm but
in fact government payroll education sector na a chunk of government government workers.
It's almost sorted.
Yeah.
I can't actually. Yeah, sure Bonsu.
And Ministry of Land and Natural Resources.
Okay.
From the Western Region, Emmanuel Amakofibua, MP.
Sure.
Elembele.
Former Minister of Energy.
Yes.
And petroleum. Petroleum, yeah.
Amabua, solid guy. I mean, 4-term member of Parliament.
Yeah.
I had there. He's done well. Ministry of Sport and Recreation. Kofi Idi Adams.
Okay. Boem MP. That's OT
region. Sure. Yeah. And I think one thing we need, what constitutes recreation in the Ministry of Sports.
Yeah.
First, youth and sports. Say, at youth, never in sport and recreation. In recreation, no be I think a question I was saying to me, Ebusa. And one of the questions, maybe Felix Bar, Ebusa. Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment. Abdul Rashid H. Pelpo. MP on free Upper West region. Yes, Upper West region. Rashid Pelpo. Okay. Ministry of Health from the Western North region. Kwabena Minta Akando.
Wow.
MP for Juaboso constituency.
Okay.
No, I think Kwabena
a ranking member on the health committee.
I think he's worked for this. Yeah. He's worked for this. I mean, he's really worked for this. Kwabena, congratulations to you. Yes. We hope so because again, I mean, we know say education ministry na the biggest ministry in terms of budgetary allocation.
Yeah.
Health ministry is unique in the sense open ministry back on unions. Just say every role in the health value chain union. Mortuary, physician assistant, lab technicians, GMA, Ghana Medical Association,
nurses,
trainee nurses, you trainee nurses, you trainee community health nurse, you trainee nurse, physician assistant,
lab technicians,
unions are one the health ministry. You need a certain level of tact and diplomacy to be able to keep that ministry, in one whole piece. And yes, I'm be frustrate you. I'm hoping, say, Kwabena working in that sector as ranking, would probably have built that, gravitas, to be able to deal with the various interests health. And I think health ministry, once you're able to deal with our interest now, you bet 60% of your work done. And I'm hoping Kwabena and hopefully obenya deputy or no be compliment na wetimi abuan. I mean, Osha more likely so bit my deputies now. Some of the new MPs Zanetta your friend is saying Professor Bayu.
Yeah, Professor Bayu.
Professor Bayu.
Former GMA, General Secretary.
Yes. As is why MP for, is it Lambousier?
Yeah.
Lambousier, right? Yeah, Lambousier. Yes. Inti ononso wa omu nyina betimi aboa. And let's see how it goes. But that's for Kwabena Minta Kando. Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology. Yeah, Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed.
Yeah.
But that's quite interesting because Tamalea, there are 3 constituencies within Tamale.
North, South, Central.
North, South, and Central. Central, your friend's education minister designate.
Yes. Haruna
Idrisu. North, former Radio Gold. Suhini.
Yes.
And South, Ibrahim Mutala. And within Tamale, no many 2.
That's a northern.
Mutala is central, are you sure?
Tamale Central.
Mutala Mume is central. Haruna is south. Okay. Haruna is south. Okay. Inti Tamale in 2 very critical ministers, education.
Mutala call environment.
Yes, science and technology.
I think the first term, Nona, or a deputy minister for trade and industry.
Sure.
That's my first term. Yeah.
Sure. Inti Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed. Ministry of Transport. Joseph Bukari Nikpe. On say MP. For constituency ben.
I've been checking the constituency.
Saboba.
Okay.
Saboba was region ben.
Saboba
is it upper east or northern?
North,
or Savannah? Northern. Hey. Who is sure say northern? How? We are not northern region in Kwanya 3. Hey. Savannah nyabi. Northeast Enyebi. Emunche ni mamio. Ajonjinapo Savannah.
Okay, Saboba north.
Okay. Ajonjinapo Savannah.
Yeah.
Okay. Saboba north.
Yeah,
meaning so far for north no miensa.
And yeah.
Some Mutala
in Haruna and
Nikpe. Yeah. We so say northern and northeast.
Northern.
Mun check mami. Saboba
district is one of the 16 districts in northern region.
Okay. And
first neck Saboba Chirepone district no.
Okay.
That's way back in 1988.
In the so far upper west Enyebi.
Yeah.
Upper east. You more be free upper east too.
Okay, but we need to also refer to the first 2 now.
Dominic Akurentinga Ayeni. Upper east.
Yeah.
And yenya northern miensa.
Yenya Ashanti.
Meba.
Nya Ashanti.
Nyabutre. Ashanti unyenya Ashanti say.
Oh, let me say yenya Ashanti.
Nyabutre. Na Kofi Boacho mfi Ashanti.
Onye minister. As we ye cabinet ministers. Anonyo. Anya Ashanti regional minister no. He cabinet minister, sectorial ministers.
Yeah, but let's start.
Let's see. Why you chnebi?
What's every now so yes so.
Go baby what doing
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I was never say so.
Yeah. Nyamene hini.
Nyamene hini.
Nyamene hini.
Yeah, they are saying. Inti okay. And Savannah and Swenyabi.
Savannah nyabi.
Northeast and nyabi. Easy for why? Minister of State and the Northeast climate change there no it would be a bedroom but at least not just the north one is covered now from the Abuboy the 5 northern regions here covered now if you want Ministry of Interior Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak MP Asawasi constituency which is in the Ashanti region a honey covered Ashanti.
Okay, maybe we need to make reference to the constitution when the car said it should be regional balance.
Yes, regional balance here.
Okay.
Send it to the MP in the region.
I mean, it's no constitution. Constitutions are there. I said, I'm saying,
you bedroom. No, inti Muntaka Mubarak representing the Ashanti region or your MP from the Ashanti region. The Indian
the name because they say
yes.
If say the ministry no.
Yes.
Be a part of
cabinet. Interior there it is likely to be. Yes.
So constitution can say regional balance no or can regional balance say me ya kwasinsi an me free abakotena voter region. Na me ya MP voter region near power me as a cabinet minister. Can I be qualified? Say because my appointment, you know, represent voter region now.
Even when you are not true
voter area. Yeah.
Okay. That's also a legitimate question to ask. And there no two ways about that. Ain't it a legitimate question? Your Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
From the Volta region, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP North Tongue, ranking member for a long time. Many tipped him for this particular position. Of course, at a point now, way between him and Joyce Bauer-Montari and Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa to me in your Foreign Affairs Ministry. And that for him, as a young man, this is a massive role for him. Massive position. I mean, from Deputy Information Minister to Deputy Education Minister to ranking member on Foreign Affairs, or a chairman of Government Assurances Committee and Foreign Affairs Minister. It's a massive position. I mean, unless so we know what international relations mean, and San Niomana, you know. US, for example, Nipo Ababe, the Secretary of State, a massive, big deal. He was Secretary of State, a big deal. Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister. And Ghana, so you're standing in the Committee of Nations, no? Where Foreign Affairs are really good. For a youthful guy like Okudzeto Ablakwa, and he has to really pay back that confidence reposed in him. It's a massive way there for him. Congratulations to him. Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources. J. Kenneth Gilbert.
Okay.
Ono I'm told say ono to fi Ashanti region. Yes.
Okay, but you see you say never men call cabinet me say see ka say President Mama nyam form a cabinet.
Sure.
Nyam form a cabinet. Yeah. It may be we will all just sit on the fence, peep through. Yeah. Share
ministries and the cabinet.
Cabinet.
Because there are 23 ministries.
Yes.
We ministers of state in Fremont. There are 23 ministries. But we need 19 to form cabinet.
Already 2 or other by constitutional provision.
Yes, finance and
attorney general. It's another 17.
Yeah, that is if you want to do the upper ceiling.
That's 19 now.
So I 19.
Say no, or calling government. Wait me, I could be 15
for cabinet.
Say no calling in there. No calling. No wait me, I could 15. I call 15. So they'll be short for. This are running up there.
At least also in the 16 region be representation. Yeah. Into a J. Kenneth Gilbert. Ono ye your friend is saying from the Ashanti region. Ono Eco Works and Housing. Okay. Dominic Monshushem Mami. A J. Kenneth Gilbert na ye manager of Lordina Foundation. Oh, okay. Okay. ono da Lodina Foundation
now, yeah.
Former Deputy Defense Minister. He's been around for a while. Sure. And also Asantini Asantini, he takes the box for Ashanti region. That's J. Kenneth Gilbert. I don't know if he's very well prominent and known within Ashanti region NDC politics. Within Ashanti region NDC politics, no? Some names will come up.
Yeah.
Your friend say Ewada Kon, mold, the mold Ninia, Obani Beemano. Your friend say name them KK Sapon, Kojo Bonsu. I mean, those are the names, no, for a Yinti. And we are there. Okay. And Uwe J. Kenneth Gilbert. Now then you come to Minister of State. In the number 1 year, Minister of State in charge of special initiatives.
Okay.
Emmanuel Kwejo Ejekum, MP. No MP wa hifa.
Yeah, check it. In charge.
Mon check mami. Emmanuel Kwejo Ejekum.
Yeah.
Minister of State in charge of special initiatives.
Okay, Nkranza South. Let's say.
Nkranza South.
Let's come Bruno East na. Bruno East, yeah. Let's say Bruno East.
O Deputy Harriet no.
Let's say Bruno East 7 year king.
Also Bo Harriet ne poto. Oh. Why not you?
Also
Obono poto. The banjara no wacha. Oh. Enti Emmanuel Kwejo Ejekum. Now, Minister of State in charge of special initiatives.
Okay, we are here to see those special initiatives. We say, for example, President Kufuor Maye, one district, one ambulance.
Yeah.
And
one district, one dam.
One district, one dam.
Yeah.
Said they are all going to
feed. And they have a Kumsin call. And IPEP.
IPEP, yes, so
1 million per constituency.
We are here to see the initiatives now. Under that ministry.
Okay.
And why they are creating it to be special.
Yeah. In the Minister of State, Minister of Office of the President.
Yeah.
You were Minister of State Government Communications. Enra Mekawaha. Na Atik Mohammed me back end. When I'm saying Atik, me ma privileged information. Oh, yeah, kasa no why you cool.
We solid as gold.
Kasa no why you cool. Because maybe I attended the yet won't.
Otikra won't yes.
Oti I won't yes. In the name him say President Mahama will not combine information and communications as he did in 2012.
Okay.
Na Obey Communications stand 2013. Obey Communications stand alone.
Yeah.
Now information no we're converting it to government communications.
Yeah.
You know. And Felix being an MP no untimi no director na head.
Untimi director.
Sure.
Yeah.
Senya Felix no the man na any other person and call the minister.
Yeah, because director.
And be director or head of government communications at the office of the president. And the Felix call as Minister of State. What it means, they say, the government communications here broad. Well, what it means there, all the 23 ministries, no, on our coordinate your communications, and your Jumaketwa. Into what I foresee, they say, Felix might create sector-specific spokespersons under him. Well, now the main boss. Or showing at least when him say Eba Agreka. I don't know what they will coin. They don't make coin they are toso. But at least when you be a sector-specific spokespersons, be me and son. When they be about government infrastructure, meaning say I don't know roads, transport. You know, some ministries in there can go under spokesperson on government infrastructure. But maybe when you could be to cover some other sectors.
No challenge, Kaka. ISD for now, get it to more as PR.
No, ISD would be a department under government communications.
Yeah. But just more, get it to more as
PRs, no,
for government ministries agencies.
Yes.
They
will still be there. That's a ministry be our PR. That's a ministry here, media engagement. Why are you inviting media? That's a part of PR function. And a media relations is here PR function.
Cancer, but you see.
So that's a PR.
I say you create office be the two or near Cock of Farm for Bonting. At the barber shame. And now, remember, and you know, say, now no see a creative be. a manager at the office of the CEO.
Those ones.
Maybe.
Those ones that you CEO specific CEO nepe and what create.
Most of the CEOs create same.
Yeah, but
is on personal assistant a day.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Because what's wrong? They make can say, you found crowd. Yeah, they are supposed to do some of these things. See a percent, ye tete, ye car, ye bo, ewa bamusua. These are some of the things that we need to pay attention to. Nano, so okay, is it Bright Simmons also?
Yes.
Abra, you better just say, President, Mama, I read you see number of ministers from 30 to 23. No.
Okay, say you share substance and not the form.
And not the form.
Yes.
So a bit component will be, and I make one say no. Yes, Ampa. Be a ministry no aba bese 23 baba kwa hwehwem na be a education ministry obekosi abanse ba behwe enkwada ebeko tertiary
first year
ni ati secretariat di amano
to manage our
first year free no etumo your ministers too pay your minister ne on deputy baba ko secretariat ni onipa bese 10 and go secretariat on. Then the ministry Nakasa also having its same members almost your usual.
But the truth of the matter, and I think we don't have to mince words, and it's mostly team ministry so truly for the optics. Unse the impression say and also politics no also impression management politics because you have to create an impression. Say, we are listening. You are listening to what the people want. And it's we are in the era of political marketing. And what's marketing? Who produces the amount for pay the amount? And you should be a listening government. It is a amount for say they don't want obscene numbers of ministers. You have to reduce it. It doesn't necessarily mean say by a nuntino. Government expenditure so babeti whom not always the
obi but the issue is say
yes
say umatimemu 40 as say a buying expenditure was slow maybe at the office of the president or the government machinery expenditure was slow one of the things that ama expenditure no was than the balloon nature and the size of the government and ultimately ba babeti so what is so the moment abete so from to a 30 to 23. Obi started your calculation with the balance 7.
But Obi so you will not be fair. And the reason is simple. When you are reducing ministries, different from scrapping ministries. Let's get that difference. If you decide, say, Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, or scrap everywhere, what it means is a staff what's our ministry when you cannot do that. If you cannot do that, now say you are still incorporating them into the system. Cause Sika was spending almost so the free it is still the same budget. And that's what I'm saying, say, mostly for the optics. To create the impressions or man for Charlie, this 125, 80 something ministers say so you make savings or on minister and the deputy in because the staff of that ministry, and
no some na can say for example most of the secretariat na na ministries na and traditional secretariat no for example the free senior high school secretariat na one of our traditional secretariat but man penisi me buy me team ministry of education no me the free senior high school eba free senior high school no as a minister of education but must start the secretariat man penisi me the 1D 1F eba as a minister of trade and industry but must start the secretariat okay and the bottom line here say we want to save Sikabi.
No I get you sir superfluous creations in the creation be said they okay secretariat can comfortably be under a ministry we here and a Germany be or ministry
your money technocrats know that you
I get you but say the other thing is we run a political economy well man for so mo pay juma. How is government going to create the jobs?
We have always say government cannot create jobs for a man for.
No, but the government would have to lead the way.
We have always say government cannot create jobs for the man for. Near Bible to me and say government needs to give a fertile ground for private businesses to try.
Yeah, but the truth of the matter is that private businesses are going a bit my friend.
The private businesses government will still have to do. Government to me say government me employ 2 million. So that amount now it be common because Osei. Some of the benefits now amount for in your political appointment and second. So called private sector and some can It means service as a cana. You bet him the abua as supported the private sector. It's a private sector, for example, say Okwa Bemu near Bema V8. Oko private sector on my V8. Maybe I make a Chevrolet. Chevrolet in V8 a car back on a bet me to best me no anamiasa. It's a creating you mammy and Sadia amount for.
Yes. Yes.
And you say, Cassia, you perceive, I agree, say, you perceive a woman a month for no, 8 to a one. You bet me, I am. That is where one crowd for Tim say, Uko Amanyo Semon and Sakescano. And the picture and evidence no one a clear. And there's a minimum year and a tear. Minimum yana Ekosiku. And now no yan yen United and Sifie. Ye by power 2-3 years, million no tenacity and now fade what to dying a war is legal. What to dying a war cantonment. And it is 71 money woman team and say, make you more empty and crabbing your sense cano. So be forcing me way through to our politics. Yeah. But see my life no see make us say your politicians no o na accurate be dia to about 40 mama na kwakwa say udru so no mo dia na so udru heaven na wi ano no but maybe so twem na ne MPs ni be credit komo a